Hello and welcome everyone back to another video. My name is Jikad and today we're back with another banger video talking about the latest and greatest of news regarding PulseChain. And of course, the title of the video, do not underestimate the power of PulseChain and Hex. Okay, do not fall for the next shiny new object syndrome where you see a lot of people where they see a token or a meme coin and it did a 10x and now they're, selling at a loss of their original holdings, throwing it into this one because they've seen it do a 10x, hoping for it to do another 10x or a 50x so that they can make their money back. But this is not gonna get you far, okay? Especially in Solana, where most of the times where if it does a 20, 40x, whatever, usually it ends there because of how desensitized people are. People are cheating very hard in Solana, okay, unless you know what you're doing, unless you are, I don't know, being super early in on those, which I made a video ages ago, months ago, where I showed you guys how I, snipe, not using the app really, but I do use BonkBots, how I catch those tokens early, like watching the new deployments, vetting them out. The only downside to that is that it is very, very time consuming. You have to stay hours in vetting hundreds of tokens that you see launch in front of you. Pumped up fund is super risky on that in and itself, really. It's like a lottery, really. And then, yeah, the other downside to that is that you have to have a clip, a large clip for you to be managing and then just, investing here and there. Well, you're not really investing, you're trading because you're holding something. You're probably going to sell it in the next hour to 6 hours max. Okay, it is not a fun thing to do. It's kind of like day trading. Guys, at the end of the day, we're not here to make the small little, 10, 20x's, okay? Unless you have time in your hands and you have a large clip, fair enough. But I always tell people, have your priority right, where you're holding your long-term positions first. If you have spare risk capital, then play around with it. Divide it into separate, lunch money clips. And then, I don't know, go into Solana, go into base chain, or even in PulseChain. Like I've seen recently, we've had MOG, kind of rising from the dead, really, and that's what I like to see. I think it did really well, actually. You can see if we put it in the day candle, that it launched back in 7 months ago. So of course, this is kind of a revival of a meme, but all the way from the bottom all-time low till where we are today, that is a 35x, not bad. But who would have thunk that it would have pumped? It really depends. It's really hard to predict with these memes what kind of meme will be revived and etc. So yeah, but that's for another topic. Okay, what makes a meme coin bullish? You know what I mean? The psychological checklist, that's for another video. We're not here talking about that, guys. We're talking about PulseChain. We're talking about Hex. Okay, we're not, this is not meme territory. Okay, this is cult/neo-religion territory, guys. Okay, I'm going to be covering why. A reminder to people, I'm also going to be, just going over quick crypto news because the past few days, yes, it has been. I mean, if we look at the weekly, and then if we try to change that with ranking or market cap, you can see that, kind of crypto has not been doing that well in the past week. Well, Solana/BTC ratios was doing really, really well. Good for them, obviously. There is money to be made in Solana. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to tell you just stay in PulseChain. That's definitely not what I, promote to people. I don't like to be territorial. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, crypto is a solo sport. You can be in multiple ecosystems at the same time. This is why I love PulseChain. This is why I love TitanX. I've also played around in Solana. I've made money in Solana. Same thing with base chain, etc. But you guys already know, I truly do think PulseChain has the greatest gains to be made from, because it is a place where 99% of crypto investors and traders don't know about PulseChain. Like, it is actually crazy to think that we are the first 1%. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep repeating those facts until those facts are actually not true, because it is indeed where, actual PulseChain is mainstream. Okay. One of the, dates coming soon that will put PulseChain into the front pages is the 31st of this month, 31st of October, oral hearing for the SEC case, against Richard Hart, against Hex, against PulseChain. It's actually crazy when you think about it, how SEC is trying to sue a piece of code as well. I think that definitely goes against, the First Amendment, etc. Obviously, I don't agree with the stuff SEC is doing, especially since how they changed their, their priority in 2021. They were focusing too much on the cryptocurrency sides. I don't think they're doing any, positive net value. Honestly, I think they should use that energy into actually writing guidelines on how American businesses should run their crypto, companies, whatever. But anyways, we have the oral hearing in the 31st of October. How's that going to go? I obviously cannot tell you, but I think we are going to win this case. At what point is the question? I actually don't know. SEC is very good with time rugging, unfortunately. So for the people who are planning to, kind of like buy the rumors, sell the news, I don't think that will work. Do not do it, because of the fact that, that is an oral hearing. At the end of the day, the judge is going to hear both sides, and then it will take time for the judge to actually, take it away, consider it, etc., etc. Is the judge going to dismiss the case as well? That has a chance, but again, we're not gonna expect it. Okay, expect the worst, hope for the best type thing, because unfortunately things can take way longer than a few months. Okay, I'm just gonna say that don't buy the news, don't buy the rumors, sell the news. It won't. You won't have a. It won't be that profitable, in my opinion. Okay, at the end of the day, you want to really, really hold it till the end, to the finish line, where we're talking like EHEX is back at all-time high, PHEX is at $1, $2, as you guys can see here, 3.69. That's a good number. I think $2 would be absolutely amazing, but obviously 3.69 is kind of a meme number, but at the same time, it is the number that HEX inflates per year. It inflates by 3.69%. Yeah, that's my two-piece about HEX. With the oral hearing, I still obviously feel like very, very confident that we will beat this case, or we're going to get a dismissal from the judge, himself or herself. It's just a matter of when will this happen. But this is all very, very great news at the end of the day. And there's also a chance that either way, even if the SEC case is still being, prolonged, etc., there's a chance where we're still going to pump with or without the SEC case dismissal. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's just good. It's another way where people are going to write articles. There's going to be a lot of eyeballs on it. So yeah. Anyways, there's another tweet here that I want to say a big shout out to Morales. They did another kind of a face-off here. This also means another Pulse vs Ethereum face-off, where it was Teddy Bear vs PulseChain vs DragonX vs Shiba Inu. Wow. And the winner was PulseChain. No surprise here. This is what I love about the community, guys. We are really strong. Once we see a tweet, we all flock to it, and then we all support it. I don't know why they used that PulseChain. Wait, hold on. That's not the PulseChain itself. It's the PulseChain meme. Okay, it's not the actual PulseChain native coin. Fair enough. The more you know. But shout out to Teddy Bear, though. I think Teddy Bear is one of the craziest things. Definitely undervalued. It's gonna make its way to $1 billion dollar market cap, but again, that's not the topic of today's video, so we're gonna move on. The next piece of news I wanted to talk about is that Microsoft recently had a vote on Bitcoin investment. That was a proposal that will be talked about in December shareholder meeting, which is I'm super interested to see how it is. Now, I don't think this will pass, in my opinion, but still, this is very, very great news. We'll see how it goes. Another step towards Bitcoin adoption, right? I mean, this is why we also need Donald Trump to win this election, which obviously we're very, very confident. Speaking of Donald Trump, going on to the next piece of news, breaking: Trump considering ending all federal income taxes, okay, and replacing them with tariffs. If he does this, he will go down in American history as the greatest president since George Washington. So a big like to that. Trump flirts with the ultimate tax cut: no income taxes at all. And I've seen people talk about this. Obviously, most of the people, well, not most, but I've seen negative comments talk about, oh, this is not going to be great because it's going to increase prices of, everyday kind of essential goods. And of course, that is to be expected. If you cut income tax, other things will become more expensive. But I do think, guys, I personally would rather to be taxed on the money that I earn rather than I'd rather be taxed on the money that I spend rather than the money when I earn it. Okay, so I'm fine with that. Even if that means I get 0% income tax, but the milk goes up by however percentage, I'm absolutely fine with that. And then here's another image that I want to show you guys. The best stimulus package would be a 0% income tax. So don't give me another $1,000 stimulus package or 1.2K, 1.5K. No, just cut down the income tax. That would be amazing. Honestly, this is a real idealistic world. We'll see how the events unfold. Shout out to Donald Trump. A big reminder as well. Okay, big reminder that we are in the renewed optimism, guys. Okay, you might think that not a lot of things have changed looking at the Bitcoin price, looking at Ethereum, but keep in mind, Bitcoin is over the 60,000. It touched 68,000. We're soon going to have a floor level. We're just now turning that resistance level into a support level, and it's very, very tough. Bitcoin's been going up and down recently. Ethereum, on the other hand, struggling slightly a bit more on that, which is kind of disappointing, really. We need that ETH BTC ratio at least to be over the 0.04 and hopefully make it way to 0.05. That would be really great. And of course, during peak of next year's altcoin season, hopefully we see a 0.1, which would be crazy. But yeah, do remember, one of the key metrics to look into to understand when is altcoin season going to start. You want to be obviously at the beginning of it. And then this is another piece of kind of wisdom, right? Sometimes it is better to be 3 years early in on a project rather than being 3 months late to it. Okay, now I did hear that from someone before, or reading it from Twitter, and that's such a great point. Yes, I understand 3 years is a long time, but you need to understand we've been here, guys. The bear market has been for 3.5 years. We knew about PulseChain, we knew about PulseX, and this actually reminds me to do with the this tweet. There was a coinfession, right? Where this guy talked about, in 2020, I kept working during the pandemic. I still received the 1,200 stimulus that the US government was handing out. I didn't know what to do with it, so I threw it into Shiba Inu. A year later, Shiba ran up and cashed out 25K. So he basically did a 25x, not bad. I took that 25K and put it into a sacrifice for the new token called PulseChain. I received a lot of coins for it, and I still haven't touched it. I'm hoping I made the right decision. I want to change my life for the better. Big shout out to Sami for making a really great tweet for kind of, anyone who's kind of in the same boat as this guy. Guys, having 25K, okay, of Pulse. Now I understand he probably has, maybe less than that right now, but this is the Pulse chart. We scroll down here, and then we type in, let's say it did go down indeed, I don't know, by 15,000, right? That's you having 337 million Pulse, okay? Now, hopefully we reach that 1 cent mark. I want to see how much would you have. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to do 337 million. One more 0 times 0.01, so that's at 1 cent. That is you having 3.3 million. Okay, do you understand this? You actually can. It's so crazy to believe that you can actually become a millionaire from Pulse, the native coin itself, yet alone from PulseX, yet alone from INC, from PHEX, from Hex. Do you understand what I'm saying? So guys, you need to understand we have opportunities. Don't underestimate the power of PulseChain and Hex, because we are a market. Look at the market cap for Pulse, guys. I mean, even on CoinMarketCap, let's go PulseChain. Let's see what's the market cap. What does it have listed? Look at this. It's 600 million. We're not even a billion market cap, guys. It's actually crazy. You need to understand, if we repeat 1/10 of what Ethereum did when it first launched, we would mint a lot of new millionaires from just the native coin itself. This is why actually recently I have been buying, slowly DCAing into PulseX, okay, for a lot of reasons. And this tweet that I'm going to show you guys in a second, I look at this every now and then and I really think about it, and I'm like, whoa, it is a huge opportunity. It's like looking at Bitcoin. You know what I mean? From being early in on Bitcoin, if you really believe in something. And this is why, guys, the takeaway from today's video, at least to you, the viewer, thank you very much for watching, by the way, so far. You have to believe in something from the start to the end. Okay? DCA in something. You're consistent. You know why PulseChain is bullish. Why are you doubting yourself? You know what Richard Hart stands for. You know he's already a billionaire. He's not doing this to make more money. You know the OA wallets are not going to sell in your head, unlike Ethereum with Vitalik. Okay? Where the guy literally tweets, answers a hexologist. I saw that. Vitalik goes, hexologist goes and he says, can you stop dumping on our heads? And then Vitalik goes, I haven't sold any Ethereum in the past month. What a reply. And then he goes to talk about, but in terms of the Ethereum Foundation, they take that money because they're the people who helped with, the merge from ETH 1.0 to 2.0. They're the people who helped you, lower the gas fees. They're the people who helped you XYZ. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you, the viewer, you take away what you think of that. Okay, is it justifiable to be selling at those times where the fear index is already way too low? I don't know, but I just love being in Pulsechain, knowing that the founder of Pulsechain is not using the tokens that I'm holding to pay shillers, to be disingenuous, to make fake videos about fake pumping, fake hyping Pulsechain. I don't need to worry about the OA, so the actual original address selling here and there without me knowing, without me voting for it. So yeah, if this is another reason why I love being on Pulsechain, aside from the fact that it is actually truly decentralized. When we go on PulseX.com, when we go on scan.pulsechain, when we go on bridge.pulsechain.com, it literally opens an IPFS where it's basically a peer-to-peer network for web pages. Okay, that is truly decentralization. You can download the bridge. You can download scan.pulsechain.com so that you can host that server locally on your machine, so that when you're interacting with it, you're interacting straight to the blockchain. No middleman. Okay, you don't need to depend on the .com website to stay up, so that you can control the funds that you are owning. Okay, this is why I love Pulsechain. Richard Hart truly wanted to make a better Ethereum, guys. This is the evolution of Ethereum. This is a rewind of Ethereum as well. It's crazy how you can think about it. We're basically a parallel universe of Ethereum. Could Ethereum be better? Pulsechain is a world where you are reliving a better Ethereum, guys. It feels crazy. But this is the tweet that really makes me, because I think I'm underestimating the power of PulseX, because I'm into INC, guys. I'm into PHEX. Okay? Let's see about PulseX, and let's talk about this tweet. Is honestly one of the interesting tweets I've ever read. I have read in the previous month. Using statistics, probabilities, the facts. PulseX has a higher probability of going to $10. Okay, now that's crazy, right? But even me turning that down to $1 is enough for me to over the next 10 to 15 years, then going to zero. Risking a couple thousand in returns for millions is a risk I'm willing to take. Respectable. Do you realize how easily people waste $10,000 a year on absolute BS? Money will be spent regardless. Time will pass by regardless. I'll buy and wait. I have nothing but time. I'll stick to my strategy. Crazy stuff. Now there's a reply here. Many clowns in the comments completely missed the point of the post. I am emphasizing the probability. It is higher. It is a high probability that a few thousand today will be worth more in 10 to 15 years, as opposed to probability of going to zero. Absolutely makes sense. And emphasizing that people waste money on stupid things every day, and that time will pass on regardless. It doesn't matter if it's 10, 5, 1, or 10 cents. Guys, I have the PulseX chart right here. Let's go on full screen real quick. Let us see. This is the PulseX chart, guys. Do not underestimate this. Why is PulseX very, very bullish? It's very simple as this. Once you go to GoPulse, big shout out to them. You can see right there. What is the burnt percentage of PulseX.com, of PulseX? It is 5.2%. And today is day 533 of Pulsechain running with 100% uptime. 5.2% burnt, guys. Yeah. 26 million worth have been burnt in basically the past year and a half. Crazy stuff. You can look at the difference from all-time low. Pulse is up 34%. PulseX is up 182%. That's basically all you need to know. It is a direct leverage of the main spear of PulseChain. Okay, think about it. It's a leverage. So PulseX has an overexposure to the appreciation that PulseChain could have. Okay, so yeah, looking at this, you can see here 0.002. That's kind of like my first target. It would be amazing to hit as well. And then obviously this is 1 cent if PulseChain reaches or surpasses the pulse parity, so in terms of the ratio. And then there's another one, right? This is from the video where he talked about 0.1, so 10 cents. Let's see where that is. How many X's does that give us today? Okay, so let's quickly move that, put it to the side. Let us see where that is today. Let's use this and then go 0.1, and then that will give us, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 2,500x using a calculator. Okay, using a calculator. Let's say an average investment, average investment after DCing in the next few weeks and months, and then putting it in a cold wallet, forgetting about it, waiting for 10 years while you're working continuously. You know what I mean? Maybe you have a small business. You finally, went from employed to self-employed. You're happy with life. You have this working in the background, appreciating. Let's say you've invested 500, okay, conservative 500 times a 2,500x. That turns it into a, that turns it into a 1.25 million, guys. Not too shabby. Okay, not too shabby. I mean, imagine if that was as well $1,000, right? 2.5 million. Absolutely crazy. That's good amount of money, guys. Good amount of money. I mean, wait. I might have been not even that accurate. Whoa. Yeah, it wasn't that accurate actually. Apologies. We're way more than. We're actually a 4,100x, guys. So let's say if you put in an average of, I don't know, $500, okay, times 4,100x, that is, oh my God, that is a $2.05 million investment, guys, in 10 years. Absolutely crazy. And also I put this yellow arrow here just to indicate how strong in terms of the volume PulseChain was in the first few days. Look at this. I'm looking at the number here in top left in the volume. Look at that. 12 million, 39 million, 68 million, guys. 68 million volume in just one day. Same thing. Once we go back to Pulse, the native token, look at this. In the first few weeks, 128 million, 80 million. That's just the coin itself. Okay, yet alone the rest of the chain. Remember, we will have days like this soon. We will have days like this. So even stuff as simple as, going to the stablecoin. I mean, if we go to info stable and then we go to pools, you can see the APR right now is 8.44, right? Percent APR. This is with stablecoin, by the way. This is how you can make 8.44% APR, not APY, per year. At some point, this was around 15. So imagine when we have those volumes. I wouldn't be surprised if this reaches 20%, 25% by providing stable coins, guys. Tokens with zero impermanent loss. Using, this is, I believe, the Curve liquidity pool, where you can, enter with just USDC or just DAI or just USDT or a combination of both that are not equal. Yeah, I mean, going back to, okay, quick reminder. Let's definitely go back to it. That was a great tweet. Don't underestimate the power of PulseX, guys. Okay, with a buy and burn, it's deflationary. It's forever deflationary. There's another tweet here. There used to be an article here. Hex crypto designed for 10,000x returns is destined for failure. So, designed for 10,000x. Guess what it did? It did just that, from 5 million market cap to 50 billion. So I'm here today making this video and telling you that PulseChain, PulseX, PHEX, INC is another chance for another crazy run like Hex did. Okay, now obviously 10,000x. We will see if that will happen, right? But are you going to be mad if you made 1,000x instead of 10,000? Are you going to come and put a negative comment into this video in like a couple years? Oh, I did it on 1000x. It wasn't a 10,000. Keep in mind, man. It's crazy times, guys, that we're in. Let me tell you. When you have conviction, guys, the more I learn about PulseChain, the more I can sleep so easy at night. But at the same time, conviction can feel very lonely. Can feel very, very lonely. Okay? So this is why I tell you, you the viewer, join my Telegram, link in the description. Don't be left alone with your own self-doubt. Don't trade emotionally. Don't sell your bags at a loss. Be disciplined. Okay? Focus on the long-term positions first, and then think about, oh, if you want to put lunch money here, try to make a 50x from this meme coin that just launched a couple of days ago. Do you mean the high risk stuff? Segment your risks. You need to have separate categories: low risks, medium risk, high risk, and then of course absolute degen mode. So you need to have that. Don't start with degen mode and try to make money so that you can invest it in your low risk stuff, medium risk stuff. No. Start the other way around, guys. Time is ticking. Crypto can move fast, can move very fast, and we are very close to the altcoin season. It is loading for sure. Okay, right now we are at 29% altcoin index. So it's not there yet, but let me tell you, when it comes, it will come hard, and then FOMO will happen. And I don't want you, the viewer, to be on the wrong side of FOMO, where you have to be, fighting in that line of people trying to get that price when it's going up quickly with the God candles happening. You know what I mean? When I'm here, I'm going to be chilling. I don't need to buy when the green candles come in. I've already been buying. I'm just going to sit back and relax. The easiest formula is buy and hodl. The easiest formula, yet it is somehow the last choice that people want to do. The last choice. Because people are happy. Nowadays, people are happy with making a 2x. It's crazy. It is crazy. Okay, but I'm telling you, there will be a time where the retail investors, they're going to make their 4x from Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going to now be like, whoa, okay, I made a 4x. It feels great. What else is out there? You know what I mean? They're like in a mall. They open a mall. They're like, what else is out there? They're going to see, oh, there's PulseChain over there. Oh, INC is at $20. Oh, I hear people saying it's going to go to $100, $300. Oh, that's a nice, 10x to make. Whoa, I want to jump in on that. You know what I mean? So they're gonna come into PulseChain, and these are categorized as non-believers, by the way. Okay, these are categorized as non-believers. They're gonna come in a little bit late to the game after they've made their first wins in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then now they're gonna come into PulseChain. There's gonna be so many new people, guys. And so I'm making these videos. I mean, at the end of the day, of course, we're gonna welcome all non-believers. We're gonna welcome everyone in. I want everyone, honestly, to win in this game, right? I want them to turn from non-believers into believers. You could be one of them. You could be a non-believer. This could have been your first video about PulseChain, okay? So I really hope you consider what I'm saying. Do your own research. I'm not going to tell you to, sell whatever you're holding and then come into PulseChain. No. If you believe in something, whatever it is, even if it's something that I'm against or something that I'm not holding, whatever, do your thing. You know what I mean? You have to believe in something from the beginning to end, because I have learned my lesson as well, where there was tokens where I was holding, I didn't hold it to the end. I didn't make as much as I could have made. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yes, profit. Any profit is good profit, even if it's small profit. But you have to believe in something, guys. I am learning these lessons, and I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can learn from my mistakes, because that's the cheapest way to learn, okay? Learn from other people's mistakes. You don't need to make that mistake to learn that lesson. I hope you really understand this. So yeah. Anyways, going back to it, a quick reminder: if you are indeed new to crypto, you can check out my course, link in the description. Learn Crypto: The Ultimate Guide, where we cover everything that you can see in front of you. You can pause the video to learn more. And yeah, for all the YouTube members, also new YouTube members, you can join as a member. Reach out to me, and I will give you 100% course discount. I just want your feedback as well, so please do so. And a quick reminder as well, if you are new and watching this video now, if you do message me, regardless if you're not a member, if you message me Blue Skies, I will give you a 90% discount. I literally just want feedback from you guys, so really appreciate you guys' support. And a big shout out to Sami. This is his alt account. He commented on one of my videos, said amazing, and that feels great, honestly. And then here, great vid. with great info. Thanks from the Mexican Hexagon. Shout out to him. Honestly, guys, a big thank you for all the support. You're making the process of making these videos super, it's a great pleasure for me to make these videos. You know what I mean? I also like it when I don't feel like I'm the only one here. So this is why I made this, Telegram with we're 800 people. I love the people that are around. You can ask questions, anything. You can share projects. You can reach out to me for a project that you want me to cover as well. Let me know. There's a ton of cool projects happening in PulseChain. So definitely stay subscribed. But, going on quickly, guys, the power of Hex. Where's Hex going to go? Where's PHEX going to go? In terms of Hex, I'm very bullish on EHEX. Okay, because of the fact that it has way lower liquidity. Now, I understand this. People mention the fact that, if it has lower liquidity, you cannot exit out without being, getting the slippage wrecked, basically. But I think 443,000 is going to be plenty enough. And especially the fact once we go back, that liquidity is going to become thicker. Okay, remember, this is what Richard Hart said. The prices, it kind of moves in squares. So if you scroll down and you see the symmetric liquidity right here, which is pooled Hex and wrapped Ethereum, if you double the amount of Ethereum, let me make sure I'm getting this right. No, I need to double check which way it was. If you damn, I forgot which one it was. I'm not sure if it was, if you have the amount of Hex in the pool, it squares the price of Hex. Okay, it's either that one, or if it's if you have the if you double, apologies. If you double the amount of wrapped ETH in the liquidity pool, you basically square the price of Hex. Okay, this is all obviously has to do with how the Uniswap formula works, with how X times Y is equal to K, the constant product formula. It's pretty cool how it works, but you need to understand, guys, okay, as the price goes up as well, there's a tendency where the liquidity providers of EHEX, they will start slipping out. They'll start leaving because they understand that the impermanent loss is occurring. Okay, and this kind of gives that reflexivity effect where actually the more the price goes up, the harder it will also pump, because a lot of people are going to be dipping out. They're going to want to hold Hex liquid instead of in an LP. There's a lot of different scenarios, really. Obviously, there's buying pressure as well. At the same time, a quick reminder as well, this is something I didn't know, is that Atropa, shout out to the Atropa, he's actually, the Atropa dev, there was a comment that I wanted to show. I'm not sure where it was, unfortunately. But yeah, Atropa dev, he is one of the top holders of EHEX. So something's cooking in the background as well. And a quick reminder to Atropa, big shout out to him. This is really interesting. This guy looks like Maria from Atropa ecosystem. Don't forget the Pirate Bay had the Hex logo at the start. So absolutely crazy. So you can see Gottfried Svartholm, I don't know, one of the co-founders of the Pirate Bay website at his workstation. Crazy. It does kind of look like him if you really think about it. Maybe, I don't know. And you can see here, at some point, the Pirate Bay website did have the Hex logo. Interesting. I don't know. Let's see. What do you guys think? And then, basically, Atropa ecosystem, guys, is very, very bullish. This is DAI, the stablecoin. This is another crazy narrative. Can we see this go into the $1? I truly do think so, because obviously this is what Richard Hart planned from the beginning. Even before he launched PulseChain, he wanted DAI, he wanted his own an even better decentralized version of DAI from Ethereum. So this is why he launched PulseChain. This is why he cloned all the existing tokens on Ethereum with a snapshot onto PulseChain to create, as well as a byproduct, to create the greatest airdrop in crypto history as a freemium to attract people to come in to PulseChain to expect some type of value waiting for them, for you, possibly you. Were you trading Ethereum before May 13th in 2023? If you were, go join, go come into PulseChain and check out your airdrop. I believe there is a website here in there you go. If you go to GoPulse, you can click start and check the airdrop value. And big shout out to GoPulse, by the way, for that. And I mean, looking at other charts real quick as well. We spoke about hex. Now this is p hex, guys. Again, I truly do believe we are going to break that $1 $1 range for a lot of reasons. And this is actually one of the reasons, because of the sacrifice funds. Now I wanted to bring up this website, which is a price appreciation simulator, which basically shows what would happen if we indeed Richard Hart bought back, kind of like the same thing how Avalanche did, kind of the same thing how Richard Hart did with Hex on Ethereum back in 2021. Let's calculate this, and I showcased it in the previous videos. And we want to do a quick reminder, because these are the 4 Richard Hart core tokens. Imagine putting in $400 million worth of Ethereum into the ecosystem. Now, this is the price of the sacrifice funds today. Imagine when Ethereum goes to $7,000+ plus. If it does, then the sacrifice funds will be worth $1 billion+, which will give an even crazier effect. So this is what we're holding for. This is the plan B. This is the final resort, by the way. There's a lot of other reasons why Pulsechain will be very bullish. Same thing with Hex and EHEX. Like EHEX, we're not going to expect any of the sacrifice funds to go into there. EHEX, I truly do believe we have the strongest cult in all of crypto. It'll be labeled as the greatest CTO project ever. Okay, it is truly the better Bitcoin. People are going to be astonished hearing that statement. They're going to want to come and find out and see what's up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is truly crazy with the T shares, with the P shares, I believe, as well. There's a lot of like reasons where people are going to come in. They're going to be like, whoa, I want to have a piece of this. I want to have that piece of inflation where inflation pays you. You know what I mean? Where you're part of that Cantillon effects in the top of that triangle. And I'm joking. There's no triangles in Hex. But once you calculate it, you can see that this is the true potential. Okay, Hex to $4.7. We'll see. I'm keeping it more like $2. I'll be very, very happy if we reach $2. Okay, PulseX, look at this. 0.007, so very close to 1 cent. And then Pulse, the native token, 0.006. Okay, so remember that guy? You remember that guy with the 25K who made it from Shiba Inu? So he has 25K. Let's say it's worth 15,000 today. Okay. Or actually, apologies, that's... if we do it as, it was a 330 million, right? 330 million pulse. So if we do 0.00647 times his 330 million, let me double check that's enough zeros. Yep. So that would be indeed enough for him to make 2.1 million. So there you have it, guys. They have, even if the sacrifice funds today, even if Pulsechain didn't even hit a cent, he would still be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire from just the native token itself. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. This is why I'm making these videos. If I turned one of my viewers into a millionaire, honestly, that would make my day. Guys, I want you guys to be part of my journey. I want to learn. I want to teach you guys as well along the way. This is all a shared process. You don't want to be in crypto as a one-man army. So yeah, join the Telegram link in the description. You know what I mean? Expand your network. Okay, your net worth is equal to your network. Remember that. So yeah, any alpha I get, of course, I reflect that back into my videos, and I hope you can do the same thing back to me as well. So join the Telegram, share whatever alpha you have. You know what I mean? If it's a project you truly do believe in a non-shilling way, let us know about it. I might make a video on it as well. Let me know. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you very much for the support. You can become a YouTube member. You can donate to my donation address link in the description. You can buy me coffee. You can subscribe. You can like. You can comment to boost the YouTube video algorithms. You can share this video with your crypto bros. And of course, you can check out my course if you are new to crypto. This will be really helpful. How to be safe. How to protect your wallet against post-quantum cryptography as well. What's the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum? You know, the ERC20, etc. Tons of things that I've covered, even V2, V3 liquidities, when to provide liquidities, when to not. How does liquidity pools work? What are the misconceptions of market cap? The double-edged sword of liquidity, the good and the bad. You know what I mean? We went into some TAs, the Bollinger Bands. You know what I mean? A lot of things. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much, and take care.